Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are going to be looking at a boat truck boat thing. Now, literally, I honestly didn't believe it when I saw it on Steam, but they were like, yeah, this thing floats, and I was like, no, it doesn't, and then I drove it, and then I was like, oh, they weren't kidding, it actually does float. Now, I'm going to show that to you guys a little bit later, but what we're going to be doing first is loading them up on the trailer. Now, as you can see, I've brought along Frog's Ram 2500, and we're actually going to be throwing a gooseneck trailer on it because I think that both of those UAZs can actually fit on the long gooseneck. I think. I want to say they might be able to. Now, let's see. Or does this one not have it? Oh my gosh, this one doesn't actually have it. It only has room for one. Okay, well, I guess the other Ram 2500 has the option of a long gooseneck, but this one doesn't. Okay, well, we might end up just towing them one at a time, which is fine. I figured this one would have the option of the long gooseneck or either gooseneck, but apparently it doesn't. Which, again, is okay. So let's go ahead and do the bumper pull hauler instead, which the bumper pull hauler is not a bad trailer. It's not a bad trailer at all. It did spawn in the ground, though. Boy, are you serious? Okay, yeah, you just got to make sure you don't spawn these trailers in the ground, because if you spawn them in the ground, you'll end up in trouble. Hello. Ended up literally, like, turning that truck with very minimal effort. I didn't even mean to touch the thing, and it was like, oh, we're going to turn now. And I was like, we are? Since when? As a matter of fact, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and lift the rear end of this truck up to avoid that issue. Because now, I know the truck looks really dumb, but at the very least, I want to be able to get that bumper pull hauler on without having it sink into the ground. Now we can bring the rear suspension back down, because I don't have to worry about it being like, or I don't have to worry about the trailer going into the ground. I'll bring the front suspension up just a little bit, just to kind of level the truck out. And now, finally, we can start to load up one of these UAZ boat truck things. Now, I'm not completely sure how they, like, I guess the inner workings of how they work, but I know for a fact that they float. And I think if you wanted to get more in depth into, like, the coding of how they work, that would be something that, like, you would have to figure out by actually, you know, legitimately diving into the XML files. But what we're here to do today is actually show that they do float. Now, the only weird thing about them is that they don't have an engine sound. Like, they straight up do not have an engine sound. Now, I'm going to actually remove all of the garage parts and the spare wheel from the back, because now they can also tow trailers, by the way, which is, I find hilarious, because I feel like the trailer probably wouldn't float, even if the truck itself does float. I feel like the trailer wouldn't, so you'd end up with this really weird back and forth of, like, something that does float and something that doesn't. But the hitbox is a little strange, and I'm sure that had something to do with, you know, how they actually did make it float. But see, as you can see, it has zero engine sound, and I know there's going to be people in the comments that are going to be like, that's just because your sound is too low and we can't hear it. But no, for real, I have my sound up, and I don't even have it, like, I don't even have it barely turned down at all, and it's still, for some reason, this game records quietly. And again, it's because every single vehicle has, like, a different sound level. It's very, very weird. It's moving around on the trailer a little bit. My main objective is to get it out somewhere where we can just, like, drop it off into the water. And I feel like there's going to be people that are going to be like, well, there's water right there, you idiot. But again, I want to show you guys this thing in deep water, not shallow stuff like we have here. I want to actually take it to, like, the beach or something and throw it into, like, a proper boat situation. It also is cool to, like, anytime you get to tow stuff on one of these trailers with, like, you know, with one of these, like, mega cab Dodges, it's just really cool. I think it's really cool anyway. And I also feel like this bumper pull hauler just doesn't get enough love, you know? The bumper pull hauler is kind of one of those things that, like, I mean, everybody loves a gooseneck, and I can't deny that everybody loves a gooseneck, But at the end of the day, you know, these bumper pull haulers are still great trailers. I mean, and if you only need to haul one vehicle and you don't want to deal with the hassle of a gooseneck, they're fine. They're actually a great option. Let's see how it does in automatic mode. Wow, it picked up a lot. I'm going to head down here towards the beach. The only thing that I find a little bit annoying about running this truck in automatic mode is that it does gear hunt a lot. And I feel like that's just a characteristic of the truck itself and maybe not, you know, like, well, a characteristic of the truck itself because of the way the transmission is programmed and set up. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to back the trailer down into the water so we can actually unload this thing kind of like you would a boat. Like, I'm kind of going to do a bit of a boat launch with it. Come on, there you go. Just a little bit further. Let's bring the ramps down. And now, let's swap trucks. And again, the biggest problem with this thing is the lack of an engine sound. It really, really does bother me. And after it sinks for a second, it then floats back up to the surface of the water. And you legit have a boat. I mean, like, my wheels are not touching the ground right now. Now, one thing you do have to be aware of is the fact that currents do heavily affect it. So, like, if the current is pushing, you know, a certain direction, it will push you in that same direction. But you can see the wheels are not touching the ground. And I'll go ahead and show you guys what I actually mean by that. And there is no, like, see? If we dive under the water, the wheels are not on the ground. Now, do I know how they make this crap work? No. No. I have absolutely no idea how they make this crap work. But what I do know is the fact that it does work. And it's not like, you know, some weird, like, gimmick on a mod page that's like, oh, yeah, it's a boat truck and it totally floats. And I'm like, yeah, sure it does. That's what I thought when I saw it on the workshop, and then I tried it, and I was like, yo, they weren't freaking kidding. It actually does float. Now, I do wonder what will happen if I bring up the garage and I connect a fuel trailer to it. Will the fuel trailer sink, or will it float? Oh, God. Okay, so the fuel trailer legit pulls it down to the water. Okay, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, my God, that's not working very well. Now, if I uninstall the trailer, watch it go right back up to normal. That's so weird. It goes right back up to normal. God, that's so strange. That's so strange. Let me recall this one. Does this one float too? Or does it sink? No, this one actually legit... That one actually legit sinks. Let me recall it to, like, the water's edge. And see, no, there's no weird, like, add-ons for it. I mean, if I go into the garage, let's see, garage cart, scout trailer, UAZ garage, UAZ spare wheel, utility trailer. There's nothing crazy about it. It just doesn't float like this one does. And this one's just, like, chilling out here, just floating. No big deal. I do want to, like, drive it back over to the Dodge and load it back up on the trailer and take it somewhere else, because I just find that to be such a weird yet cool thing. Do the lights work in the water? Yes, they do. And so does cockpit cam. Oh my God. And you actually have, like, a proper working steering wheel and, like, a real dash and seats, and, like, you can see the gear sticks down there. Like, it's just a normal truck that just happens to float. I love it. I love when people get creative with mods. I think it's, like, the craziest thing. And I think it's just cool. I mean, did we need a floating truck? Not necessarily, but am I glad we have it? Yeah. Because why would you not want a floating truck? I mean, you could actually use it objectively to explore maps so much quicker, because think of all the maps that have those huge, crazy rivers that you have to figure out a way to get around. This thing, you can just drive right across it and then just keep driving. It'd be such a cool scout vehicle. Back up the trailer we go. And just like that, the engine is off and the parking brake is on. We can start the Dodge back up. Bring the ramps up. And voila! We've literally, like, basically successfully made a truck float. Come on, ease her on out of the water there. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, this thing is so cool. It's genuinely, and it's simple, but it's one of the coolest things that I've seen in this game in a long time because it's so creative. Let's get back to a real road now. And there we go. I love the fact that this truck is, like, capable enough to where I can do this in high and it doesn't bog down. But, like, high's not too fast to where it gets crazy, but it's just, like, really well balanced. I do want to send it over a waterfall, though, just to see what actually happens if I get a little bit too crazy with this thing, like with the boat truck. Not the truck I'm in right now, but, like, the boat truck itself. Like, if I send it over a waterfall, what actually happens to it? Let's get just a little bit further down. And, oh, God. And, hey, I mean, if we flip it off the trailer, we flip it off the trailer. Like, no big deal. Yes, it's waterfall time, boys. It's actually pretty steady on that trailer. I'm impressed. Oh, as I say that, it literally falls off. All right, hang on. Let me just back it up real quick. And put the parking brake back on and stop the engine. I don't know why I'm stopping the engine. It's not like it matters. It doesn't make any difference at all whether the engine is on or off. Like, it's just that weird. Although it would have improved it a lot more if they had an actual sound on it. Like, that would be such a big improvement. I don't know why they didn't put a sound on it. It's just weird. Like, why would you not put a sound on it? Question is, how are we going to get it up there? Like, that's what I'm wondering. In fact, we could, like, free cam up there and then find it in the mod list and spawn one and then see if it actually makes it all the way down. I'm down for that. I just want to know if I could find it in the spawner. Like, sometimes these things are really hard to find in the spawner. And I don't know if it's some, like, weird Russian name or not. Let's see. That says UAZ off-road boat. So it'll be, it's just going to say UAZ. Oh, God, that's going to be a weird one to find. Let's see, where are you at? Where are you at? UAZ boat. UAZ, up. UAZ off-road boat. There it is. All right, added. That didn't take very long at all. Oh, what? Boy, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Refill. All right, boys, here we go. Waterfall test. Let's do this. Oh, God. What was that? I don't know what that was. I think it tried to float, but couldn't for some reason. Uh-oh. I'm stuck? On what? What am I stuck on? Oh, Jesus. Oh, the current is trying to flip me because the current's so strong going down. Oh, this didn't work. Oh, now we're okay, apparently. Start! For something that doesn't have an engine sound, it takes forever to start up. Oh, it's sort of working! Gets up over the rock. Oh, my God! It survives the waterfall test. Oh, I love it. Now, to be fair, the tires were touching the ground in a lot of different sections of the test. Oh, they're actually not touching the ground right now. So, I mean, technically, yes, it did survive the waterfall test. And that, my friends, is the boat truck boat thing. And if y'all enjoyed this test, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video or live stream. Talk to y'all there.